Hi everyone, welcome back to Rooted in Style. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Melanie and this beauty here is my Philodendron Goeldii. I cannot stop talking about this plant. I know I made another video on my repot, but now I really want to talk about the care of this philodendron. It's just so beautiful. I mean, look at these leaves. My new one almost looks like it's giving the middle finger. But once it grows out, I'm sure it won't look like that as much. But it is kind of funny. And the leaves are the way that they are, so they can get sunlight from every single direction to optimize the photosynthesis. That's because this plant naturally grows under the canopy. And you know, the leaves are why this plant was very difficult initially for scientists to classify it. So it is a partial epiphyte. So its roots are terrestrial, meaning in the soil. And then the rest of the plant, which can be 8 meters, is on the actual tree. And it grows aerial roots like your monsteras and some of your other philodendron. And those roots, they go into the bark, which is that epiphytic part of it. So that's why it's partially epiphytic. In the wild, he is in a very humid area. In fact, he's typically on like a riverbank or some type of water, like lake or river. So he's usually found like right close to the water to maximize that humidity. And like I mentioned, he gets that direct but filtered light. And it grows robustly in nature. And I actually saw one of these growing. I will put the photo in the video. I saw it on one of my travels to Malaysia and Singapore, which I've yet to actually finish those videos because there's so much footage from all the botanical gardens. It's crazy. This guy will grow. He doesn't go dormant, but he will slow down his growth in the winter time. If he's fast growing, he'll put out a new stem with leaves like every month or so. If he's slower growing, it will take a few months. He likes warmer temperatures as well, so he's not necessarily very cold tolerant. Now indoors, he needs a good well-draining soil mix. So I've got mine in that soils mix that you can see in my other video. He actually needs a little bit of watering. So you water once the top few inches of the soil are dry. Realistically, this soil, I just water him once he feels light and most of the soil is dry. He gets watered realistically only like every 2 to 3 weeks. He's not that needy when it comes to water. Unlike my other plants. I'm not sure why, but I like it that way. He's not very needy. He's very easygoing. Great beginner plant. So I water like every 2 to 3 weeks, but just water when the soil is dry. And then I fertilize him about once a month. I use dilute fertilizer like a 10-10-10, but you could use a 20-20-20. I just have gotten, no pun intended, I've gotten burned in the past with the stronger fertilizer, so it's killed a few of my other plants. So I just tend to, in general, use a weaker fertilizer so the plants get some food, but don't get burnt. For lighting, so like I mentioned, in the wild, he gets direct but kind of filtered light. So he will do best in an east or north facing window. If you have him in a west or south facing, you need him a little bit away from the window. And frankly, he kind of sprawls out. So if you're like me and you have limited window space, he's not going to be near a window. I actually have him under a grow light. I do the grow light for like 8 to 12 hours a day, and that gives me good growth. In in terms of humidity, he is a little bit of a high humidity plant. He likes 50% or more, which I can do in the summer where I'm naturally like 65% humidity-ish. But in the winter when I drop to 30, I do notice that I have to water him more often. But I don't have any issues with the leaves crusting up or anything on me. So even though on paper they're high humidity, maybe he really doesn't need that much humidity, but he definitely prefers higher humidity. He grows faster for me in the summers. And I really can't think of anything else, but if you guys can think of any other questions or you have any comments about the plant, let me know down in the comments. Until next time, happy planting and stay rooted in style.